Did you grow up a wrestling fan?
When I was a kid, not like a lifetime diehard like your West Side Guns and them, but I had, the battle buddies, the little like wrestling stuffed animals and the plushes, and I had, the video games on Nintendo and Sega and stuff, and I probably watched wrestling until I was like 10, 11 years old. I went to my first live wrestling event 2 years ago, and I did honestly feel like I missed out on a good like portion of my life. I was thoroughly entertained.
Wow. Okay. So Hulk Hogan died recently, and there was a debate because when he was alive, he had made some racist comments against black people. Michael Rappaport recently chimed in and said, what we not going to do is talk badly about him and some controversial things he did outside of the ring. But then he walked it back and said he didn't know he said racial stuff. What do you personally feel about that
That's
situation?
complete bullshit. Like, why would you even feel like giving such a disclaimer if you didn't already know that existed?
That's what I kind of thought too, because also Michael Rappaport's like really tapped into like he is like stays on news. So that kind of like seemed crazy to me. I know it happened back in 2012, but like, come on, bro. Like, how could you not hear about that? You know, like I'm pretty sure everybody heard about that.
Yeah. I had a conversation with someone that like you just said, Michael Rappaport, he's intelligent. He's in the know. He's in the mix. He's objective. I had a conversation with someone recently where we were talking about Chino XL, and they completely shocked me with what they were saying to me, like, you're a foul motherfucker and like all the shit you put the family through. And it let me know instantly, like as much like candor and respect as I've given you throughout the years, like you're obviously one-sided biased party, and all the shit you're saying, it's like you haven't even like been in the know. So for Michael Rappaport, yeah, it's complete horseshit. Like you're in the know, you're part of the culture, and that's how I felt with this Chino situation. But the past year has allowed me to grow, and like I said in the interview with the company, man, it's like whether like right or wrong, there's no win in what I'm doing here. Yes, ultimately the world got to see that what I did was right, but does it give me any cool points? Do I feel like a better human being, or did I just do what I thought was best for the members of the family I care about?
When you see something like, Hulk Hogan saying racial stuff on that level in a private conversation, do you think that these things should be held against people for a long time? Or is there a, statute of limitations? Like it should be forgiven?
Well, the thing is, times have changed. If this was pre-internet, it would never die. Something like that would be talked about for as long as that person was alive, and then thereafter. The internet has given everyone a newfound sense of ADHD. So it's like even the worst news, like Nicki Minaj marries a fucking like or pedophile, fucking whatever the fuck, like
Right.
he's a registered sex offender. That was news for like 48 hours and never talked about again. All this crazy news, like people even forgot P. Diddy was locked up. It's like, okay, they talk about it, they don't talk about it. Once you stop talking about the shit, then it's like moving on to the next thing.
Yeah.
I mean, for those who follow my page, I haven't had any people on, the other side of the Chino equation, like disrespect me in recent months. And my online persona seems more peaceful, right? I'm getting more work done. We got new Rakim. We got new Wu-Tang Clan. We got a Wu-Tang tour. We got new Corrupt coming. We got shit with Master Killer and Method Man and Snoop. Like, look how fucking people get to go back and be like, oh, okay, I see why people fuck with that man. He's a fucking workhorse. It's made my life easier, but it's like, that's what it is. If this was pre-internet shit, anytime someone would see me, they'd want to like throw hands or whatever or bring up the bullshit. But the internet, and there's so much going on, and there's so many lives that we move on and digest news at a more rapid pace, just like you digest music. With the exception of your favorite album each year, like your top 5 albums. Everything else you listen to, you digest it, and you don't give a fuck about it 2-3 days later. And that's crazy to think about when artists end up spending like years crafting this art for you to appreciate, and we like are really here today, gone tomorrow with it.
Yeah, it's like really concentrated. I feel like it's like the whole viral thing, right? Where it's like it goes viral for that like 2 days or whatever, and then it just trickles off. It's like you might receive so much shit during that time and it just seems like real crazy, but eventually another story will come out and people will be on to that then.
Yep. So, I mean, my point is there's only going to be a small niche of people talking about the racist part of Hulk Hogan's livelihood, and the majority are either racist themselves or don't give a fuck because they just want to remember him for the wrestling icon he was. I'm someone who gives a fuck. I'm not posting rest in peace Hulk Hogan.
Are you like one of those people that can separate somebody from their art?
Yeah, I can, but I just in terms of like racism or like sexual deviance, that trumps everything to me. I keep a very tight knit circle, and I got to vouch for all my people as they need to vouch for me at any given time. And I personally couldn't allow that, and I would hope that the people closest to me would also not allow that.
Because it's crazy. Like his daughter took herself out of the will. She said that she didn't want anything to do with getting any of his money or anything like that. Like they didn't talk before he died.
Mm-hmm. Good for her. And she started working a real job.
Oh, for real? I always wondered what happened to her.
She became a waitress and did interviews. Like people would be like, "Aren't you Hulk Hogan's daughter? Like, what are you doing?" And interesting that we bring this up because like Canibus, her response was, "I just wanted to experience what like a normal life would be." So let's assume that Canibus's motive was maybe being in service will get me close to just being a normal guy. I feel like I'm part of something bigger than just myself, bigger than the rap world. And I'm sure for the offspring of famous people, especially like uber famous people, like look at the Osborne children, like Kelly and Jack Osborne. It really doesn't matter what any of them do with their lives; they're always going to be Ozzy Osbourne's kids.
Right.
That's what it is. So, is Hulk Hogan's daughter ever going to do anything with her life where they'd be like, "Oh my God, like you're your own individual"? The answer is no. So go live whatever makes you happy. That being a waitress is like the most closest you can get to peace and normalcy. So be it. I got no qualms with that. Like with Canibus, I never give a fuck that he wanted to be like an HVAC technician. If that's what you want to do, my qualm the whole time was you still taking money from motherfuckers that wanted to see you rap and then just yap that. Like if you don't want to rap anymore, then don't. Or if you're going to rap like from time to time and get paid to do it, then deliver the good.
For sure.
So that's it. People had a hard time understanding that. Like, I don't give a fuck what you want to do with your life, like, regardless of what I feel is best for you. But don't become a piece of shit in the process.